I was thinking about, things that we haven't done as much of lately. Just with kind of the less frequent opportunities for this. I think doing it a couple times a week and then going down to kind of only one time a week. We're just not doing as many things as we used to. So let's start on our backs today, actually. And if you want to come into reclining bound angle, that would be a good choice. Soles of the feet together, knees are going to come out wide to the sides. And then as you start to settle into the mat, take a cleansing breath. So inhaling deeply through the nose. Big heavy sigh through the mouth. And you can bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest, if that feels good to you. Just to get a little tactile sensations kind of into how you're breathing right now. So we're starting in reclining bound angle, if that's available to anybody who's joining us. So you're gonna bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees kind of be out wide. And I was just saying you can place one hand over your navel center and one hand over your chest, if that helps you kind of cue into your breathing a little bit more. And then if that is not available to you, if that doesn't feel good on your hips, you could also just take your feet slightly wider than hips distance apart and then just let your knees fall inward so they're supporting each other. Gives a little bit of a neutral spine position. And just allow your eyes to close and start to deepen your breath. Think about inhaling for 3 to 4 counts into the belly hand. And then exhaling for 3 to 4 counts. Inhaling a sense of peace and calm. Exhaling to let go of tension or worry. And just continuing to breathe in this way. If there are things that you feel like your body or your mind need today, maybe thinking about drawing those things in with the in-breath. And then as you exhale, think about letting go of things that aren't serving you well through that out-breath. We'll do this for about 5 or 6 more breath cycles, doing our best to shift the breath low into the belly. So that belly hand is going to be kind of the one that's primarily moving. The chest we want to be a little bit more quiet so our breath is deep and we're getting some complete expansion of the rib cage. Just really kind of checking in with ourselves here, tuning into our breath, bringing our focus inward, letting go of anything from the morning or from the day that's not serving us well. And then as you continue to breathe deeply, go ahead and set an intention for your practice today, something you'd like to focus on. Maybe there's someone you'd like to dedicate your practice to, and just bring that into your heart. And we'll take one more cleansing breath. So inhaling deeply through the nose, and then exhaling deeply through the mouth. And then whichever position your legs are in, go ahead and step your feet onto the mat so hips and knees are bent. We'll bring the arms down at the sides. We'll take it to a dynamic bridge pose to start our practice. So just a little bit of motion to begin. On an inhale, you'll float your hips up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, just hold this position. As you inhale, sweep your arms up next to your ears. And then as you exhale, hold. As you inhale, release your arms down. And then as you exhale, lower your hips. So we'll do that a couple more times. So inhale, send your hips high. Exhale, hold bridge pose. Inhale, sweep your arms up next to your ears. Exhale, stay. Inhale, lower your arms down. And then exhale, release your hips. Good, one more time. Inhale, send your hips up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, sweep your arms up next to your ears. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lower your arms down. And then exhale, release your hips. Go ahead and draw one or both knees in towards your chest and just start to kind of massage out the low back. So rocking gently from side to side, or starting to make some small circles on your mat through the low back. So if you're doing circles, try to go one direction and then the other direction. So starting to mobilize the spine a little bit here. Maybe go back to side. And then when you feel ready, we're gonna allow the knees to fall to the right. Take your arms out to a T shape. So let the ground support your arms. Palms are gonna face the ceiling. And then with your knees to the right, turn and look to the left. Take a couple of nice deep breaths into that left side of the trunk, left part of the rib cage. Just allowing some nice, easy rotation through the spine. Relaxing through your face and your jaw. And then as you exhale, go ahead and slowly bring your eyes back up towards the ceiling. Bring your knees in one at a time. And set your feet down, this time allowing your knees to fall to the left. And then turning your gaze to the right. So spinal twist to the second side. Couple of nice deep breaths here into that right side body, inhaling and exhaling at a pace that feels available to you today. Relaxing through the face and jaw. And then as you exhale, slowly come back to a neutral spine. Bring the arms down at your sides. This time I want you to place one or both legs at kind of a 90-90 position. So if you don't feel like you can hold both of your legs up at that 90-90 position, you can also just do one at a time. So arms are gonna be down at your sides. You're gonna hold your knees up. So we're starting to feel some activation across the lowest part of your belly. So a little bit of lower core work here. And we'll take the hands back behind the head. So spreading your fingers nice and wide. Taking the hands back behind the head, we're gonna do a yogic bicycle. So we're gonna take our opposite shoulder, we're gonna take our right shoulder and pull it towards our left knee. And just when you do this, be careful not to crank on your head and neck. So on an exhale, you're gonna go left knee, right shoulder. When you do that, you're gonna send that right leg straight. Inhale, come back to that 90-90 position. And then exhale, left shoulder, right knee. Send the left leg long. Inhale, 90-90. Exhale, right shoulder, left knee. Inhale, 90-90. Exhale, left shoulder, right knee. So we're going to continue alternating sides slowly and mindfully. So we're not going super fast, just making some nice slow transitions here, kicking in our abdominal muscles, our lower abdominal muscles, as well as our obliques. Good. A couple more times each side as you exhale, shoulder to knee. Inhale, neutral. One more time on each side. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale to rotate. And then inhale, 90-90 and pause. And then as you exhale, release your legs down to the floor. Go ahead and take your time and come over onto your side and then press up to hands and knees. We'll do just a couple cycles of cat and cow pose. So coming into that tabletop position, on an inhale, drop your belly down, look forward to cow. As you exhale, press away, C-shaping your spine, coming into cat. Inhale, look forward to tailbone up. Exhale, tuck and round, C-shaping your spine. Good, 2 more times at your own pace, linking movement with breath here. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then come back to a neutral spine in tabletop. Walk your hands a little bit more forward, tuck your toes under, and find downward facing dog. So hips are high, trying to create that triangle shape through your body. Focus on down dog is going to be in your position of your pelvis. So your sit bones are going to lift up and back. And then just allow the legs to follow. So if your knees are bent or your heels are off the floor, it's okay. You're just working towards more of that stretch through the spine. Continuing to breathe, maybe pedaling out the feet a little bit might feel good here in down dog. Spreading your fingers nice and wide, floating the heels up and then sinking them down. So just kind of coming into your body a little bit. And this is going to look different for everybody. And really throughout the practice today, if there's something that doesn't feel good for you, feel free to take any pose that's restorative or resting at any point. So if you just sit and mindfully breathe, that is your practice for today. So really just making it your own. Once you've found some movement in your legs a little bit, maybe eventually bringing your feet back in so they're hips distance apart, think about keeping your head and neck in line with your spine. Looking forward, take a step through with your right foot and set your left knee down for low lunge. So we're going to walk or sweep our hands up. Press the front of the left hip forward and lift your gaze slightly up. So you're feeling some length into the left hip flexor. On that front foot, separate the toes so you're grounding down through all 4 corners of each, of that foot. And then as you exhale, drop your right arm down and reach your left arm up and over for a side body stretch. So feeling lengthening all the way into the side and front of your hip. Inhale, coming back up to center. As you exhale, press your palms forward. Tuck your chin down slightly and stretch out through the middle part of your back. If you need extra padding for your kneecap, you can feel free to just either place a towel under your kneecap or flip the long edge of your mat. It's always a good one for extra padding here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, let's take a wide arm twist to the right. So you're going to turn with your arms spread nice and wide, palms to the right wall. You might even set your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Just look back at that right hand. Keeping your spine long as you twist from the low belly. Relax your face and jaw. As you inhale, sweep both arms all the way up. And as you exhale, plant your hands, curl your back toes under, and come back to downward facing dog. And just kind of pedal out the feet a little bit here. And then from here, looking forward, this time step your left foot through, set your right knee down, walk or sweep your arms up for low lunge, second side. So just like you did on the first side, you're going to tuck the tailbone under slightly and press the front of that right hip forward. So you're getting a stretch through the front part of your right hip. Gaze lifts up slightly. And then as you exhale, drop the left arm down, reach the right arm up and over. Again, grounding down through all 4 corners of that left foot for stability. Inhale, reaching your arms all the way up. This time as you exhale, send the arms down. Interlace them on top of the sacrum and pull the shoulder blades together. So you're opening up the chest and lifting your chin. So chest and shoulder stretch here. Relax your face. And then as you inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Look up. As you exhale, take a wide arm twist to the left, spreading your fingers nice and wide. Maybe taking that right hand and setting it on the outside of the left knee as you reach the left arm back, following it with your eyes. Really keeping your spine long as you twist. And then inhale, reaching the arms all the way up. This time as you exhale, go ahead and plant your hands. This time we're going to curl your back toes under and step forward. So you're going to be towards the top of your mat. And then just let your upper body hang. Let your knees bend and come into a forward fold. So back of the neck is relaxed. Grabbing opposite elbows here and kind of swaying gently from side to side might feel good. So in forward bends, we're going to work towards getting the chest closer to the thighs. So if that means bending our knees, that's perfectly fine. And just let your fingertips dangle for the floor. On an inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. So back is flat, belly is in. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Take your time, come all the way up to stand. Raise your arms up over your head. And then as you exhale, come to mountain pose towards the top of your mat. So feet are hips distance apart, palms are forward. Chest is lifted, belly is in. Just pause and breathe here, maybe allowing your eyes to close for a couple of breaths and just kind of notice how you feel in standing. Notice the ground beneath each foot. And just kind of notice if you feel like there's more weight, more of your weight on one foot over the other. Or if you feel like you're distributing your weight evenly between both sides, and just make any adjustments there. And then once you've done that, you can blink your eyes open. On an inhale, sweep your arms up and float your heels today. So you're going to lift your heels up, keep your low belly muscles engaged. So you're going to pull your navel in towards your spine, kind of work a little bit on the foot and ankle muscles here. So lifting the heels up as far as you feel comfortable, balancing on the balls of your feet, soft tops of the shoulders, and then as you exhale, sink your heels down, and then send your hips back for a chair pose modification. So you don't have to have your feet to touch here, and just bring the hands to heart center. A slight tailbone tuck, belly is in. Good from this position. Try floating both heels. If it's too hard for both heels, you can try one heel at a time. So again, a little bit of balancing, a little bit of leg strengthening. Pause and breathe. As you exhale, melt the heels down, forward fold. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands this time and step back to plank. Plank can be from your toes or your knees. Take a breath in, release it, and then set your knees down. Bend your elbows, lower your body halfway. Release to your stomach. Inhale, lift your heart up. Baby cobra, looking forward. Think about pulling the mat back with your hands nice and light on your hands. Exhale, toes tucked under. Downward facing dog. If you're not a fan of down dog, you can always come to tabletop or child's pose. Looking forward, walk or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Look up, little back bend if you want. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweeping up. Float your heels and pause here. So we're going to stay for 3 breaths. Soft jaw and face, soft tops of the shoulders, belly in. As you exhale, let the heels come down, chair pose, hands to heart center. Pause and breathe. Inhale, float your heels up. A little bit of balancing, a little bit of foot and ankle and quad strength. Exhale, release the heels, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank and pause. Breathe in. Exhale from the toes or the knees, chaturanga, lower halfway, low push-up. Inhale, baby cobra, cobra or up dog if you feel ready. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ground through your hands and feet. Good, take a cleansing breath here. So inhaling through the nose, big heavy sigh through the mouth. Looking forward, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Relax the back of your neck. Inhale, press into your feet. Sweep your arms all the way up. Look up, little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweeping up, float your heels, pause and hold. Pick a point to focus on to help balance. Do your best to keep the heels lifted, belly is in. Exhale, chair pose. Lower the heels, hands to heart. Slight tailbone tuck. Inhale, float the heels. Exhale, release the heels, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank, pause, breathe in. Exhale, lower halfway from your toes or your knees. Inhale, cobra, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Looking forward this time, step your right foot through, set the back knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Pause and breathe. Good, exhale, twist to the right, wide arms. Option here, reaching back for the instep of your back foot for a quad stretch. If that's not available to you, don't worry about it. Holding that rotation. Good. If you chose to reach back for the foot, release it. Inhale, bring both arms back up to center. And then exhale, lift the back knee up off the mat and come to high lunge. So if you don't want to come to high lunge, it's perfectly fine to stay in low lunge. Knee over the ankle on your front leg, finding that flex or that stretch through your left hip flexor. Back knee is straight. As you exhale, airplane your arms. So you're going to hinge over your front leg, sweep the arms back. Belly is tight, spine is nice and straight. So making any adjustments. So straight line from the top of your head all the way down to your heel. Relax your face. Good. And then you're going to set your back heel down. So open up that back foot, reverse triangle. So front knee comes straight. Open up that right side body. So your palm on the front arm is going to face the back of your space. Pause and breathe. Good. One more inhale. As you exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat. Step it back for plank pose. Breathe in. Exhale. Lower halfway, chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Head and neck in line with your spine. Looking forward, this time left foot steps through. Set your right knee down. Low lunge. Sweep the arms up. Lift your gaze slightly. Exhale, wide arm twist to the left. Option for that quad stretch. So you're going to take that left hand and reach back for the instep of your back foot. Pause and breathe. Good. Slowly release your back foot. Sweep both arms up. Soft tops of the shoulders. Tuck. Curl your back toes under and raise up to high lunge. So you're up on the ball of your back foot and your back knee is straight. Knee over ankle on the front leg. Pause and breathe. And then as you exhale, airplane arms. Hinging your trunk over your front leg. Nice back body activation here. So shoulder blades pull in and down. Keep that back leg active. Pause and breathe. Imagine that straight line from the top of your head all the way down to that back heel. Pivot your back heel down. Open your arms up. Straighten your front knee. Reverse triangle. So breath goes into that left side body now. Pause and breathe. Good. As you exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat. Step it back to plank pose. Breathe in. Exhale, lower halfway chaturanga. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Grounding through your hands and feet. Good cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And just spend a little bit of time here pedaling out the feet or shifting your hips from side to side. And then when you're ready, release the knees to the mat. Take them out wide, big toes together, and come back to child's pose. So forehead to the mat or to stacked hands. Or you can turn your head to either side. And let's take the breath back to the belly. Inhaling and exhaling into the lowest part of your belly. Feeling the belly expand towards the earth as you inhale. As you exhale, drawing the navel into the spine. Relaxing your face and jaw. When you're ready, making your way back up to a tabletop position. We're going to do a little bit of upper trunk rotation here. So from tabletop, I want you to take your left hand and place it behind your head, just like you did when we were doing that yogic bicycle earlier. And then we're going to do a little bit of active rotation. So your left hand's behind your head, fingers are spread nice and wide. On an inhale, I want you to just turn and look to the left, kind of opening your chest to the left wall. As you exhale, chest towards the floor. So inhale, open to the left. It doesn't have to be a big motion. Exhale, chest to the floor. Inhale, turn to the left. Exhale, release down. Good. Set the left hand down. This time, inhale, reach the left arm all the way up. And then as you exhale, you're going to slide it underneath the right arm, cheek and shoulder blade to the mat. So lengthening that left, around the left shoulder blade, pressing into that right hand, turning your chest towards the second side. Good. When you're ready, left arm sweeps all the way up. As you exhale, set it down. Tabletop position again, fingers spread wide. Take the right hand behind the head. As you inhale, chest to the right wall. Looking to the right. Exhale, chest towards the floor. Inhale, turn to the right. Nice and easy. Exhale, chest towards the floor. One more time. Inhale, chest to the right. Exhale, release down. Set that right hand back on the mat. On your next in-breath, sweep that right arm up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, send it under the left arm for thread the needle side 2. Just give a little bit of extra push into that left hand to support that rotation through the upper part of your spine. And then when you're ready, slowly release, coming back up to that tabletop position. And then go ahead and take a seat in the middle part of your mat. And however you'd like, we'll come back down onto our backs, just like we did to start our practice today. So allow the floor to support your back. We'll pull the knees in a little bit wider towards either shoulder. And then either staying here or reaching down for the instep of the feet, pressing the feet into the hands and finding happy baby or wide leg straddle. Maybe a little bit of rocking from side to side. So inner thigh stretch, low back release. And then slowly bring the knees back in. One more time, give yourself a nice tight squeeze, knees to the chest. And then as you exhale, send the legs out long and settle in for your final relaxation. So walking the shoulder blades underneath you, turning the palms up towards the sky, allowing your feet to fall out towards the long edges of your mat. Take a cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose. Open your mouth, big, heavy sigh, let it go. Blink your eyes closed or lower your gaze. Scan your body from the top of your head down to your feet. Notice any areas that still contain tension. Do your best to let go of those areas. This is your time for your body and mind to be still. You are loved. You are supported. You are strong. You are enough. when you're ready, you can slowly begin to deepen your breath. Maybe open and close your hands or turn your head from side to side. And then bending one or both knees up. Maybe moving the knees slightly from side to side. Choose a side to roll over onto. Pausing briefly. When you feel ready, making your way up to a comfortable seated position. Taking a moment to find length in your spine wherever you're comfortable. We'll take the hands together at heart center. Drop your chin down and take one deep breath into your heart. Yogis, I thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
That was great. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Good to see you.
I like that one.
Good.
All right. See you. Bye.